Hi, Tina. Okay. Hi, Cindy. Good morning. Hi, Karen. Good morning, Sue Ann Schwiller. Today, we're going to make the nurse that I need to get done and get out of here for an order. Okay, I need to look it up real quick to see when I'm putting on this nurse here. Okay, she has brown hair, short brown hair, brown eyes. Okay, brown hair, brown eyes, and it's short. Okay. Brown hair, brown eyes. And it's short hair, and I forgot my molds, my hair molds. Hang on a second, I forgot my hair molds. Where are they? Right here. Okay, let's see, short brown hair. Short brown hair. Ah, I don't want to fall over. Where's my other one? Got it. Ugh. Lord, that was rough. Okay. We're good. Hi, Sharon Schultz. Hi, Sandy Gillespie. Hi, Linda Gregory. Good morning, Peggy. Hi, Bernice. We're making a nurse today for an order. Whoops. Okay. So I have to have a couple hair molds. She's got brown short hair. Okay. I'm going to make her standing up, I believe, today. Hi, Candy. Hi, Tina Riddle. Hi. I think I said hi, Bernice. Let me get closer to the table. Maybe things won't fall down. So these are the little toboggans that we printed. I don't know if you guys see them in red or they look orange on my laptop, but they are red and brown. Okay, how cute is that? So I took one of these. 60th birthday, Sandy Gillespie. Happy birthday. So here's the little, it is red. It looks orange, but it is a red. We used to call these toboggans when I was growing up, the little winter sled, okay? So I took this one and I decorated it like this. Okay. I think that's kind of cute, right? You can pull it behind, you can put it in Santa's sled, right? In a Santa sled piece. Frosty can be pulling one. Santa can be pulling one, right? But I don't have any more of these. I have to go get some more of these. I did this one. I think that's a wreath for the scrapbooking world, but I had one of those, and that one worked just fine. But you have to assemble these toboggans, and they can get tricky. They can definitely get tricky. So they start like this. We print them like this, and I decorated mine like this, okay? They're cute. Hi, Christy Miller. Good morning. Okay. Oh, 66th birthday. Well, happy 66th, Sandy. Okay, we're making a nurse today. I'm going to make her standing. We're using the traditional, hi, Sherry. We're making the traditional teal color scrubs to her, okay? So we're going to use Glitz and Glue's Emerald Green is what we're using for the color of her scrubs, okay? I'm going to add some white to this to lighten it up just a little bit. She's going to have short brown hair and brown eyes. So let me just make sure I have my eyes somewhere close by this time. Yes, I do. All right, we have our eyes. Okay. But I think these sleds would go really cute with like Frosty. I can't wait to make some Frosties. I am going to make a Frosty fireplace. Really looking forward to creating that one, right? So I really need to get busy this week on some Christmas fireplaces, some cakes. I have like 4 cakes I can do. I really got a lot of product that I need to get built. Okay, so anyways, I'm not sure. I do have some of these present kits. I am going to Michael's tomorrow, maybe this afternoon. I've got a lot of orders as far as the Bulb Buddies got to get packaged up today to go out first thing tomorrow morning. So I do need to get those done first before I can go to Michael's. But I need to get some more scrapbooking stuff to work on my scrapbook some more, right? I got it started. I got the worst part of it done, right? I was like starting from complete scratch. I'm doing an entire scrapbook between now and Christmas. All right. And working this business does not give me a lot of time to do that. So I got the majority of it done. I got it all set up. I got all my photos printed. I've got a bunch of pre-made pages entered into it. I've got adjacent colored pieces or accent piece color pieces to go with them to create and design on. And I've probably got maybe 10 pages already finished, but I have a lot to do. I have a lot more to go. So I am going to need some more supplies. I learned that real quick at my girlfriend's house that I need more scrapbooking supplies. Want you know. Hi, Kelly Metheny. Hi, Judy Pittman. Good morning. Right, a Frosty fireplace, and I am using some Frosties that Nancy Poole made for me, along with some handmade Frosties. So let me move you guys down here, and let's get busy. Okay, so I have my little nurse kit here. I'm going to be using these pieces for her. Plus, I have some other pieces I'll show you as I go when I put those together. Okay, we're going to build her from the bottom up. I'm going to put her on the 2.4-inch styrofoam ball. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is and this is being recorded and it will go up onto YouTube this afternoon. Okay, so everything that's recorded goes onto YouTube so that we don't have to go back and redo anything a second time. Okay, so I'm taking this teal color. Actually, it's called emerald green, but it looks very similar to a... Good morning, Wanda Gonzalez. It says emerald green, which, you know, to me, it's just another word for emerald because that's the color that it looks like. And these make great scrub colors, okay? Great scrub colors. So I'm mixing some white in with this emerald green to lighten it up a little bit. This is Glitz and Glue's Firm Air Dry Foam Clay. Okay, so it is stiffer, but it's great for the nurse because I don't want her sagging. Okay, we're making her standing, and the clay has to be stiff enough to hold her legs up. Okay, so this is a good clay for this project. Hi, Sandy Hagedorn. Yes, we did. We did. I got enough done to be able to see the fact that I'll have that scrapbook done for Christmas, because that's my goal. Okay, a little bit more. It's a gift for my daughter-in-law. She thinks I'm making it on a pink scrapbook, and she thinks I'm making it of just the girls. But I bought, her favorite color is black. So I bought a black scrapbook with a gold rose in the middle of it. And it's their entire family scrapbook. So, all right, I think this is going to be what we use because this is pretty stiff. And I don't want to wear my hands out already. All right, this is what we're using. That's a good color. We're going to start with some extra white because I'm going to do her shoes. Let's see. Do I have any? Greg, you closed that door and you made it hot in here with these lights. All right. Well, I got my fan going because I'm sweating already. Trying to find a bag to put this special color in because I don't want to mix too much for that. You know what though? I'm going to use it in here. It's okay because this white is almost gone anyways. So I'm going to take just enough off to cover my ball. All right. I'll be using this bag, the clay out of that bag. All right. Let's get bitsy. Hi, Rosalie Perez. All right. We're making the nurse. Haven't made her in a while. Warm this up so it's easy to roll. Hi, Blanca. Hi, Shan. Wanda, did I say hi to you? Hi, everyone. All right, let's roll this out. And we're covering the smooth styrofoam. You guys are getting these balls, by the way, in your kits for your ball buddies. You are getting the Amazon Prime Time, top-notch, smooth styrofoam balls. That's what's coming in your kits, okay? You're getting the good stuff. I would not give you guys cheap balls. Move this around, cover up my ball. I just got a big case of balls in from Amazon. I'm having a hard time finding gingerbread colored clay. I already went through the order of gingerbread clay that I got from Glitz and Glue, and I went back and she's out already. Big bags and small bags. So I might have to go out to Bose because Bose is my backup gingerbread color. It's the only other one that I like for the gingerbreads. So I'm just tapping my thumb around the ball like usual, right? Just getting rid of all the lumps, kind of spreading it out a little bit. Makes it easier to roll. Then we're going to roll it. Yes, Rosalie, nice to see you, hun. Nice to see all y'all. Yesterday, I wanted to come live. Oh my gosh, my body hurt so bad. My husband and I both, we were in bed by 8:30 last night, and we were asleep by 9 o'clock, and that never happens around here. And you know what? He slept so good, he didn't even snore all night. I mean, I was out. It was so good to be in my bed. You know, I mean, no matter what, somebody else's house is just not your bed. You know what I mean? So I came home. As soon as we got home, I washed all the blankets that I had taken with me. I washed the pillowcase that I had on my lap because we picked up Cassie from doggy daycare. We took her to doggy camp first time by herself. She did amazing. But, you know, she smelled like French fries for some reason and when she came in the car. So I washed everything that she came in contact with. Dad's given her a bath. She's not dirty or anything, but there was a lot of dogs. She stays in the small group, which I enjoy. I like that. I like the fact that they don't throw her in with the big dogs because she will try to take on a big dog because she doesn't know her own size. So she stayed at doggy day camp. We dropped her off Friday morning and we picked her up Monday morning. I hadn't gotten out in so long that the drive down there was actually really nice. And because of all the rain we've had here in New Mexico, it was really, really green. And the antelope were out on the fields grazing. And it just went by super fast. The drive usually is really boring and long and drawn out, but I was just enjoying some fresh scenery, some fresh air. Just not having to pack orders or, you know, make anything or do anything. Every once in a while, you know, you just need a break. You need a break. Something different. You got to freshen up your mind. We walked around the farmer's market. Even with my foot, it's not a real big farmer's market. Trying to get these bubbles out of here. I have some bubbles in here. So I'm trying to get my bubbles out. In case you're wondering what I'm doing. There was quite a bit of women selling the beaded pens. I have tons of that stuff, if you guys remember, from my nanny kids. All right, there's our body, okay? That's our body. Oh, you know what we're going to need? We are going to need our little pocket. We're not going to need the imprint piece. We're just going to need to cut some little pockets in the front of her scrubs. All right, now we're going to start with her shoes. I'm going to roll the ball. This is getting pretty dry. It's about time for me to open up a new white one. This one's been opened and closed so many times that it's getting pretty dry. Let me see if I can soften this up a little bit. If not, I'm going to have to get a fresh bag. Because sometimes when it's been opened and closed, you guys going ham on all those beautiful items you're making? Going ham? Too awesome. All right, let's try another one. Let's see. If you moisten it up, sometimes you can get it to work. But if it's too dry, you're not going to get those crinkles out of it or the creases out of it when you roll it, okay? It's just too dry. You just need to moisten up. That's better. You just need to moisten it up. I think that's a little too big. Let me see. Yeah, we don't need her feet quite so big. But I want them good size because they got to hold up her legs, right? We're doing her standing. This is about, an inch and a quarter. I just like big white shoes on the end of my nurse, okay? Anyways, there was a lot of pen people out there, and they had some really cute pens. So, of course, and God knows I don't need any more pen stuff. But I had to get some Grinch, the green guy. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. I had to get some green guy beads, and I had to get some Yoda beads. Everybody, I was kind of listening to what the people were saying. Yes. Like you're making a lot of them. Sorry about the lingo. No worries. It's mine does that all the time. So, here's her feet. I got them together, right? I'm going to get this white put away. Hi, Arodi. I love that name, Arodi. That is so darn cute. Anyways, I have to add that to that because I just got white mixed with my green. What was I saying? And my girlfriend's a nurse, by the way. She used to do wound care for a company down in Roswell, and then she wanted a change of pace because she had been doing it for quite a while. So she is now a school nurse for one of the elementary schools. I think it's Washington Elementary that she's a school nurse for. All right, we're standing him up, which means we need toothpicks for the full length of the leg, right? We can't have it falling or sagging or bending. We need her legs nice and straight, okay? So my youngest well, not my youngest granddaughter, my middle granddaughter, my inherited granddaughter, she turns 8 today. And the girls went and got their ears pierced yesterday. She cried, but she was a trooper. She recovered. Her older sister went when she was her age. Her older sister's going to be 11 Sunday. And when she went to go get her ears pierced, she freaked out the first time so bad that she wouldn't let them do the second one. So she's been walking around for like 4 years with only one pierced ear. So at 11, she's finally brave enough, and she got both of her ears done, and they look gorgeous. So I'm so glad she decided to. I don't want that too thin because it's got to be a pretty sturdy leg. All right, so I'm just kind of, I think we need these about 2 inches, right? About 2 inches. I'm going to flare out the bottom a little bit of her pant so it sets on those shoes real nice. Okay, and to do that, I'm just pinching a little well on the bottom. Okay, like a little bell bottom. Okay. So the girls got their ears pierced yesterday, and today's Willow's birthday. So she'll get to open Grandma's present today, which I got her a karaoke machine because that little girl loves to sing. So, and then I got her one of those American Doll sets. It's a little travel set. It's got a little suitcase, and it's filled with all kinds of traveling stuff, a couple of different outfits. Mom's like, please, no dolls. We've got a gazillion, but the clothes would be okay. So I said, all right, I'm all over it. So she gets her karaoke machine and her dolls. Okay, so that's going to go like that. So I'm going to put a stick through here. Okay. Because that's going to go into my styrofoam ball up top. Okay, and I'm going to flare this out at the end as well so it grabs and sits nice up against that cylinder ball. Okay? And we'll shape it. Let's make this our bottom if we go like this. Okay. Put some glue. I think I'm going to do one at a time. I'm going to put some super glue here. This part goes into the body. I can hold on to this piece. And let's use this as our bottom. Okay. So that will give her support, and then we just mold that clay up around her little body, right? Just kind of Fill the seam in a little bit. And then I just roll it with my fingers to try to get rid of some of the indents that I make while I'm doing that, okay? So that's a leg. And we're going to do this one. I'm going up from the bottom. I'm going slow because I don't want to take too much of the clay with me. Okay, coming out on the top. How are you guys doing on your Christmas shopping? I mean, we're in October, right? How y'all doing? Because like, I like to be ahead of the game, especially running a business, right? I gotta make sure that I don't forget to do all that. So I started, actually this year I started in July, because remember, I did inherit, you know, 4 more girls into my life. A daughter-in-law, and now 3 little granddaughters. So I got to start early, because, and then I got her grandmother, Gigi. I got her done. I got her husband done. He likes Camaros, black licorice, and Papa shirts. So I got him a gourmet bag of black licorice, and I got him a cute Papa shirt. All right, so this, I'm going to pull these over because I need to get these on the shoes. Ta-da. She's a standing nurse, right? I like how the pants flare just a little bit. I'm going to put the pockets on the front. While there's nothing else in my way, it's just easier to do it that now. So my older granddaughter, who's turning 11, I got her, it's a whole box of supplies to start a junk journal. And her favorite theme stuff, Mom said, is like galaxy stuff. So I mean, you can find some beautiful paper. So I bought her a really nice junk journal with 2 keys. So one for Mom, one for her. All these supplies for it. Anything you can think of. Washi tape, paper, stickers, you name it. I got it for her. And then for her birthday, which is Sunday, thinking of pulling the 2 themes together, I got her a camera that prints right then and there 2x6 photos, and they have sticky on the back of them, so you just peel them and you can put, and they print in color, right? So and I got the one that's a kit, and the kit has like everything, extra film, extra everything, right? Markers, because some of the paper you can print it in black and white. Actually, we need to get our tools on here. We usually glue our tools on and then put the pocket over them. It's usually easier that way. So I got a pair of forceps, I got a shot, I got one of those things that you tap somebody's knee with, and I got a little scalpel. So these are the things. So right now, let's see, I'm not going to use super glue because super glue will ruin that. Hi, Nancy Poole. Good morning. Just going to put a little bit of glue right there. That's not going to affect the clay. Okay, it will just dry clear. So I got to put my scalpel in here. And I'm going to put my shot. Well, let's see. I want to put one big one and one small one in each pocket. So this is her. Those are the tools for that pocket. All right. I think I did okay with that because we made the pocket a little bit bigger. Let's put a little bit of super glue on the back of this so it doesn't come off. her second pocket right here. I'm going to use this glue. We're going to put a little bit of glue down. In this one, we're going to put her knee knocker thing right there. And her little shot. So she's got her nurse's tools. Okay. I need a triangle for the top, right? Because we go like this. Yes, we need a triangle. And we need that in skin color. Sorry guys, I'm not a nurse. I have no idea what these things are called. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody, but I just know that they knock your knees with that. And so that's what I'm calling that. So we're using this skin tone. Okay. I'm cutting out a triangle. It's going to go just like that on the top. Okay. Hi, Deborah Wilkins. Hi, Brandy Newcomer. Okay, we're going back to a little bit of our teal again. Okay, I'm going to take some pieces and I'm going to roll them in a snake. It's got to be even. And then this goes around, around, and down. Let's tap that all the way down. Make sure this is straight. Okay. Then we're going to go to her shoulders. She's moving along quite quickly this morning. Which I'm happy because I need to get a Christmas cake done. I need to get a ball buddy cake done just to go in the shop. I need to get a couple more fireplaces done to put them up in the shop. So I got a lot of stuff that I need to get busy on. So this is going to be her little sleeve. I'm just rolling it in a teardrop like this, and then I'm just going to tap down. Okay, it's her little sleeve. To make it easier to attach, we just okay. Let's see about both of them at the same time so they don't, one's not bigger than the other. Hi, Alita. Good afternoon. I feel like that's too small. We're making a nurse. I do this just so it helps us fit it up against her body. Oh, it is a little bit bigger. Gotta have them even. Really? You think so, Arodi? It's been, what, you guys, 3 weeks? 3 weeks? I know I'm into a smaller pair of jeans today. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I don't weigh myself, right? I don't weigh myself. I don't want to know. It's too discouraging. That's better. I've been on this journey before, so I know I can do it. I have the tool. I just have to access it. So I'm grateful that I made that decision. You know, and I lost my son a couple years after I had lost all my weight. And, you know, not as an excuse, but, you know, I kind of didn't care about anything after that for a while. You know what I mean? I just didn't care. It's like I can't take anything with me. All right, there's her sleeveys. We always do her arms last because I don't want to squish them when I'm trying to do her head, okay? So that's everything up to her body like this, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and put her head on her and work all that. Then we'll put the hands on last, her arms on last, okay? So I'm going to get this part ready. Okay, that holds her head on. We need skin tone. She's got short brown hair and brown eyes, okay? Thank you, Alita. This is a little tacky. Got to be careful, right? It's a little tacky. I am using Lolly Lane Studios clay for the skin tone, okay? This particular color is a little softer. And besides, remember, this clay is a firm air dry clay from Glitz and Glue, and this one is not. Okay, so this one's a lot stickier, but it should be okay for her head. I have to be very careful when putting on her hair. I don't want to smash down her head. You know, sometimes you can mix two colors. I don't want it too far off. This is kind of soft. Yeah, I can't do two totally different colors because it won't match with her shoulder section, but this is pretty soft. I wonder if I added this white, this is stiffer. It won't lighten it too much, and it should keep it in the same family, but it just might stiffen it up a little bit for it to hold up better. Maybe she just had sunscreen on, right? And she was getting a tan on her body, so that's why it's a little bit darker, right? Oh. Still pretty sticky. We're going to roll with it. 2-inch head. 2-inch head on a 2.4-inch styrofoam ball, right? But it's soft enough that it's gonna roll out real smooth, and it's gonna make a real nice facial feature. See how smooth that is? Okay, that's gonna make a real nice face. Just have to be really careful with it. Thankfully, it's her head, right? Now I give her a little bit of egg shape. I just like the egg shape, right? Very gently, we're gonna work on this, okay? I do like this color. I do. I think it's a great skin tone. It's just very soft, so we have to deal with it with kit gloves. All right, so let's see. I like, this is just my favorite of all time faces right here. Very, okay. On skin tone, I love to blush their cheeks. I just think so. I think it looks fantastic, okay? Ooh, but before we put her head on, I put her stethoscope on, okay? Because, let's see, do I want to go this way with it this time? We can do it like this. We can do it like that. Let's do it like that. We'll push that down into the clay. I'm going to put some super glue. It's going to stick out though too much. Like that. I usually put it like this. Try to put it down on the sides because it just, like that. We'll tap up that later. Okay, I wanna do her cheeks. You guys can't really see them. Okay. Do her nose. Gotta have a little piece to help hold her nose on. Again, we're being very gentle not to squish this. Oh, wait, that's tacky. Ugh, can't get it off my fingers. Don't want her to have too big of a nose. Okay, that's good. She's got brown eyes. Brown. Let's see. I know which ones I want. Let's see if I can find some. There's green. There we go. All right, we need to get started on her hair. She's a little bald, but we're gonna go brown. Let's see, here's a good brown. Might have to lighten that up a little bit. I know it would be a perfect brown. That's a dark brown. I could just add some white to it, but this is a good brown. All right, we're going to start with the front. Thanks, Christy. I don't know if I like that. I think I'd almost rather take this and add the rest, some of this white. To it. I don't want it to be a ginger brown. I want it to be a brown brown. So let's see. This is also a firm clay. See, it's not real fluffy. It's the same texture as the clay that we used for her body. This one's by Designs by Yanita. Okay, it's a brown. But it's like a milk chocolate brown. I think if we add white to this, it would lighten it up to a good brown. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to put that in that same bag because we're not going to need all of this. That color's more like a dark blonde. This one is more of a brown brown. Yeah. Okay. When you're using the molds, you don't usually need a whole lot to put in there, okay? I'll do that again. I don't like it. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, got to do my style magic now. Let's see. She's slouching. She needs to stand up straight. Okay. Those are ponytails. And these two are hair pieces. So you just kind of I'm going to have to put some heels on the bottom of her shoes to help her stand up straight. She's standing up straight, but she's just kind of walking. I'm going to give her a little support while we work. I can put some little heels on the bottom of her shoes. Just going to start going over that seam to cover that up. Again, this takes the longest part. It's putting her strands of hair on. Thank you, Brandy. I just love it. I just like, it's one of the things I probably did in a past life, or that, you know, I could have. I just like, especially with these clay figures, I love doing their hair. Because you can do anything you want to do. Anything you want to do, you can do with their hair. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit more along the top, and those have to be thinner. Oh no, we crunched her little nose. How in the world did we do that? I need to get her a little bit of thickness right here. Put some more on the side right here to make this. Poor little nose. We might have to take her nose off and do another one because somehow I crunched it. Oops. Your poor little nose. She looks so cute. She's got personality. Just put a little bit more length over here. Okay. Okay. Before we do her arms, I'm going to put a little mask. And white. Okay, it's going to go right here. Okay. This is going to go like, loosen that up a little bit. It's going to go right there. So I need tweezer. Here. Maybe it needs to go back a little further. Dang it. Stand by. Gotta get this done right. Let's go through here first. Then we'll come up here. Put that right there. Like that. And then this one, let's go through here. So her mask doesn't come off. It's just supposed to be up around her neck. Okay. All right, I need to get some little, right left. I need some little heels on the bottom of her shoes so she'll stand up better. And then we do her arms. Give her her x-rays. This little girl's done. She's so cute. A little bit more on this one. Okay, so let's see. I need this. There. That helps her stand up better. See, she's not leaning back so much anymore. Okay? All right. We're still going to give her a little support just because we don't want her falling anywhere. But look how cute she is so far. All she needs. How long have I been working with foam clay? Maybe 2 years now. Okay, let's get her arms. We're gonna need more of that soft. What do I do? This one. And then she's gonna get a couple of x-rays. We've got this one. And one more x-ray. What is this? Masks. What we got? Ooh, there's a big x-ray. We might just use that one. We'll see. Get a couple out just in case. Okay. Arms. Trying to get the firmer stuff. Let's see. Don't want it too thin. Gotta get a toothpick. All ready to go. Up, up, up. Stand up straight. Hi, Sharon Conway. Hi, Sherry Brewer. Hi, Stephanie Fogg. It just rolled right onto the floor. Oh, there it is. I can get it. Hey, if you can salvage it, salvage it. So this goes this way. So it goes. Hi, Rebecca Nunn. This maybe like this. I'll just carry both of them, or do we just want to do? There. It's all done. Let me find the square here. Yeah, I'm gonna make the screen a little bit bigger now. There. She's all finished. So this is for an order. Okay. I think she turned out cute. She stands up nice. As soon as we put those heels on her, she stands up real nice. See, just like that. I really don't think there's anything else to add to her. I think she's good, right? So, order finished. Now we can start shipping and start boxing up the Bulb Buddy boxes. And then I'm going to start working on some Christmas pieces, the cakes and the fireplaces. Okay. And then some more Santas with the reindeer pieces. Okay. So I got to get busy and I'll see you guys soon.